Hello everyone, welcome back to one more whole video. God, it's been so long since I have done one. I don't know, 2 months maybe? I cannot even remember. There's been so many things have been going on. Um, I've been too busy and have done a lot of cleanup on my comic book collection, especially in the new comic section. But yesterday was my birthday, and over the weekend we did a little trip back to Toronto, and so I got a few things over there. Plus, yesterday I got a call from one of my LCS saying that finally a book that I've been looking for him, and he's been having this book for about 3 months probably, but he hasn't been able to close the deal with the person that sold a part of the collection, so he hasn't been able to give it to me. But finally, he gave me a call yesterday saying, "Hey, guess what? I finally closed the deal, so you can come and pick up your book." And I was like, "Ah, beautiful." So I went there and I grabbed a couple of other things while I was there, but nothing big, nothing major, but things that I was happy to get my hands on. And so yeah, I'm gonna be doing this little video of what I got for my birthday, um, in terms of comic books. And I have a little pile of books that I've been buying in the last couple of months. So I'll probably be doing two, maybe three. I'll probably squeeze everything in just two whole videos, and but that'll come maybe over the weekend. I'll do one, and next week I'll do another one. But anyways, let's just get started. Let's get started with this Silver Surfer number 38. Silver Surfer versus Thanos. I love this cover. I love the dynamic of this cover where Thanos is, yeah, here, come and get me. And then here you have Silver Surfer just jumping out of him on his board, with some power glow going out of his fists. And when you see this, you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be an awesome fist fight. Um, I like the character Silver Surfer when it's written well. I love when Jim Starlin uh, writes it, and of course, Ron Lim. I absolutely love his run on Silver Surfer. The last numbers for his run, they weren't the greatest, but in this part of the run, I think he was amazing. Of course, Thanos, a really nice, cool character. No one better to write it than Jim Starlin, and I think that Ron Lim does a great job with Thanos. So yeah, so I was really happy to get this book. And then here we have Masters of the Universe, number 2 out of 3 from their miniseries. Amazing cover. I love how you have on the Sword of Power, you have half He-Man, and on the other side, you have Skeletor with Castle Grayskull on the back. I believe this was the first miniseries that we see He-Man and the Masters on the Universe in comic book. I already have number 1. I've been looking 2 or 3. So when they were showing up, and then finally I not only just got 2, but I also got number 3. So I was able to finish that miniseries again with a clash of swords between Skeletor and He-Man. Really cool comic. I love Masters of the Universe. I think they're great. So yeah, I was really happy that I was able to get the last 2 that I was missing from that 3-part miniseries. Really colorful cover. I really like how that yellow background brings up He-Man and Skeletor in the cover and the fight. I think it's really cool. Skeletor, I don't really see him very often with a sword. It's usually with a staff. But yeah, I was kind of like happy to see that they were fighting. I found that they have a little bit of a color error here. The glove from Skeletor is not colored. It's just the same color as his skin. It's not purple as his armor and everything. But yeah, really, really, really cool. Got an early Avengers number 17. Nice looking good copy. Probably a very, very good copy, I think. Really, really nice. With the ghost of Hulk in the background. I love this early Avengers, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man. I think they're great. And whenever I can get my hands on there's a little bit of a glare there, especially from the Mylar. Whenever I can get a hands on of those early books, I don't think it twice. I really don't think it twice. I think they're great. And then here we have another one, Avengers number 33. Another really really nice looking good copy. I would love to get this in fine, very fine copies, but of course, yeah, it's a little bit out of my budget, but this is a nice looking good copy, nice reading copy. I love it. Still, I'm trying to get anything that I can get my hands on from 100 down and down. Obviously, I will probably not get anything between the first 10. Let along number 1 is way, way, way too expensive. I remember seeing a number 1 copy of Avengers with my LCS. This is back, I don't know, probably, I'm gonna say 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Avengers number 1, and it was a nice looking copy. I'm gonna say it was probably 3.5, maybe 3.5 probably. And it was like $1,200, $1,300, and I'm like, oh my god. At that point, I was like, wow, that was an expensive copy. But now looking back and looking how much is right now, I'm like, wow, yeah. I wish I would have the money at that time to grab it. But hey, what can we do? Coming up next, another Avengers number 35. Really, I love the colors on this book. Really nice, bright colors on this cover. There are a couple of creases you probably won't notice because of the reflection. You probably see this one. It's a little crease here that you probably, it's more obvious. And there is another one here too. But other than that, nice looking, nice reading copy. Bright colors, really, really nice bright colors. I love the red background. I think it does great to the cover. I really, really love it. I love how it brings up Goliath, pretty cool, and Hawkeye there. Captain America also looks like it's a little bit missing out of there because the other the two standing on the cliff, they're actually coming bright on life. Really, really nice cover. Now this is the one that I've been waiting for so long to get my hands on. Daredevil number 7. First Daredevil red costume. I mean, I love the dynamic. I love the fact that you have Namor on it. I think early you have in this time of the comics, you had Namor with Fantastic Four. They tried to bring it up back to life. Fantastic Four, you had it with Daredevil. I think it was a couple of Amazing Spider-Mans over there. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get my hands on. This is probably a 3.5, 4-ish copy. I mean, it's good. I've been trying to get my hands on. I saw one while back, but it was a little bit in a worse shape. This one's I like it. I mean, it's in that very good condition where you can read it. It's not falling apart. It doesn't have major flaws. There are no missing pieces of it. I mean, still has nice color on the cover. Those are the ones that I like to get my hands on. I mean, because those are the ones that I can afford really. So yeah, I was looking for this one. He had number 6 too, but between this one and the Avengers one, I I was out of my budget. So yeah, this I was really happy that I was finally able to get my hands on this copy after so long that he had it there. And I'm like, yeah, finally. That's why I rushed yesterday to get it. I was like, I'm not waiting any longer. And last we have the bookstore over the weekend. I found a few of the Marvel graphic novels. I think the light gives better color to this book. It's not so white as it looks in the video, but it's really great. Bernie Wrightson in the pencils, so you can have an idea of what's gonna be. It's really amazing. These Marvel graphic novels, I don't know, I think they're like 40, maybe more. Some of them are great. They had a bunch of them that I'm like, nah, I'm just passing along. They weren't really comic book related. I may look more into detail, see if there's anything that may caught my attention after, but right now, grab this. I had a bit of an accident with this one. The bookstore had a big label here stick in the magazine. They didn't have it bagged or boarded. They would just have it raw. And I'm like, holy cow, how in the world I'm going to take out that? I have a little bit of a special liquid that is special to remove labels out of packages. And it does a great job. It's been helping me a lot when I buy some of my toys and they have some of the labels in very odd situations. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to use it, but I had a little bit of an accident. I dropped I dropped the little container and I splash a bit here on the magazine and the graphic novel, and I'm like, holy freaking god, I screw it. But I let it sit. I'm like, well, you know what? This is made for books and all that. I don't think it's going to be too bad. So I let it sit, let it dry, and fair enough. After it was completely dry, no trail of the liquid. So I was really pretty happy. Plus, I realized that I didn't need to use the liquid. There are stickers. They were I was able to peel them off very easily. So I was really pissed off when that happened. But after I seen that, got no major damage, then I'm like, okay, I'm okay. Incredible Hulk and the Thing. Look at that. I mean, come on. How amazing is this cover? Having the Hulk and the Thing almost like looking right at you and say, hey, you suck around, we're gonna punch your face out of it. Really cool. Jim Starlin, of course. Bernie Wrightson, yes, I mean, come on. Great. I'm dying to read this graphic novel. I always love the dynamic that these two guys bring up. It's always good to see them. I think there's a lot of chemistry between these two guys. I would love to see that in a movie. I don't know if it's going to be possible. Maybe now that Marvel owns Fox, maybe yes, but yeah, no, I think this is amazing. So when I saw this one, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, of course. Another graphic novel, The Inhumans. I really like it. I mean, Inhumans, not really much of a characters that I like the most, to be honest. I bought this because of the cover. I don't know too much who writes it. It's Ann Nocenti and Brett Blevins and Al Williamson. Not really familiar with those names, but I love the cover. I mean, it was amazing. It's a paint cover, which I love, and then you can see how Medusa is holding her child in her hands, trying to protect the child with her hair. And then here in the background, you have this tribunal that they're just staring at it with evil eyes, and you have your crazy laugh here. I mean, it's this expressions on her face, so that scare and holding up that mother look figure that shows here. I thought it was amazing, and I was like, hell yeah, let's just get it. It's a Marvel graphic novel, so I was like, yeah, let's get it. Coming to the end, got a Conan the Barbarian in the School of Set. It's Conan. It's a graphic novel. What can you say? The paint, it almost looks like human figures. It's not so much of a cartoonish or comic bookish feeling of it. You have that hand in the background, just kind of like trying to grab them up. Conan is younger Conan, and I'm not too sure who this character is. I can only guess maybe Red Sonja, maybe, I don't know, or the character from the movie. I'm not too sure, but this paint reminds me of Brigitte Nielsen in Red Sonja. I don't know if the painter used it as a model to make this, but yeah, it's Conan. It's awesome. Another Conan graphic novel, The Horn of Azoth. Great. I mean, this is kind of like out of the heavy metal pages. I mean, you have this freaking skull here in the background with that weird lady with that crazy hairdo that it was in the 80s, I think. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Conan just riding on a horse with the sword in hand. It's pretty cool. Roy Thomas, of course, Gary Conway. Hey, can't go wrong with this. I just love it. And then we have Spider-Man, Fear Itself. This, when I saw this one, I laugh. I laugh because, I mean, come on. This look like a cheesy cover. You have your ninja here, which is coming almost like American Ninja, right out of the American Ninja, all those ninja movies that came out in the 80s. And then you have this weird looking lady that looks like out of that heavy metal magazine, fighting with Silver Sable. And it's just Husko. I mean, it's an amazing cover, but I mean, it's like, come on. And then here in the background, in the tree, you have Doctor Doom, and you have the Green Goblin, the Lizard is here in the back, and then the castle exploding. Like this looked like a come right out of a Halloween book. So yeah, I mean it's kind of, it gives you that 80s vibe, crazy 80s vibe, and but I think it was amazing. I really like it. And finally, last but not least, I have this original graphic novel for Star Trek, Depth of Honor. Hardcover graphic novel. I like a Star Trek. I'm a fan of the original series, and that's one of the reasons why I grab it. The other reason that I grab it is because it's by Clarisse Claremont and Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes is who does the drawing, together with another Carl Story. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, I was really intrigued. And as I started